Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They move the tight end all over. Stances away from the D. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. The Hurricanes get enough for the first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Hits the spin cycle. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
It'll be a draw. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Finds a little space. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Miami! So a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington is in major trouble today. The folks out there in Seattle are heading for the exits with more determination than a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. They're trailing by 14 to Boise State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Here's the handoff. Oh, gave the defender the business. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. And the Noles want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to take off.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
I understand the desire to keep the ball, but going for it inside your own 40? On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Touchdown Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all year long.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Powers through. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 42, Miami 24.
First down to start the drive after the break. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Wants to fire on second down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry up. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
Working that left side now. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check-down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
29 Philly. 2-9
Running back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
The aerial assault continues. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Seminoles look to do some damage in the red zone. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Now the toss. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
On 4th down, going to the air. Touchdown, no! And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Crosses the 30. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side.
Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Deep to get us going. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
Looking for some space. It's Wallace.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's second down. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled him at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down of using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First down here for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the ball to the ground. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. Here's the second down play. Here's that defense shifting again. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the Vols will crank up the tempo. And they pick up the first on the ground. Get some space around the 30. The game moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's caught. It's Lewis. Will he score here? Touchdown, Volunteers. Strong game by this quarterback.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? All the way for a touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's going to pull it down and run. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. No huddle now for the offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Vols.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Martin. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll try to run for the first down.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it was third down and inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Nittany Lions will try to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Nittany Lions with first and 10 here. Ball handed off. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And now the running back's got it again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Number 14, set to kick it away.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Defense will make the stop. What will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Second down after that previous play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 14.
Okay, break. Here we go.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
It's an out route. The catch made. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to find some room. It's Lewis. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So second and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
I mean, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Volunteers will come to the line to run the hurry up. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Looking to pass here on second down. On the run here, lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's Brazzell. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. It's a shotgun run call.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And there's the handoff. Fighting him off. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point try coming now. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Getting set to kick the ball off now. fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he's brought down just across the 25-yard line. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end, who makes the grab. They make the tackle, but it's a big gain. Ball near midfield, spotted at the 49. The Nittany Lions line up on 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And tackled there by the defense. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. See if they can convert the point after. And he knocks it right through.
The kick is good.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Powerful offense back out in the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Gets rid of it on the move. Grab down the middle. It's Selden. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he'll send this one to the right side after a lot of time in the pocket. And the ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Nittany Lions will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Matthews. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brings up second down.
We go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Here's the handoff. Powers through the tackle. Getting close to midfield now. They'll bring him down to the 47. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. He hands it off from the gun. The Soccer with a strong tackle there. The Volunteers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to extend the play. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
No gain there. This defense will begin sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's swarmed by the defense.
What a stop by this defense here on 3rd down and goal. They've been put in a very tough situation. In 3 straight plays, they've stepped up. Now, a big decision for the head coach for the offense. What is he going to do here after those 3 plays? Is he still going to try to get this touchdown?
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. Oh, and he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Using his legs on the scramble. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down. Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete, where they had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the out route. The Nittany Lions looking to run some tempo here. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 28, Penn State 24.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. He'll hand it off. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Volunteers will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Volunteers. This offense cannot be stopped.
This is what having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line.
Hey, it's the 4th quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 50. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The ball is trying to cash in here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. So looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Running out of time in the pocket. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. The Nittany Lions looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot. And he's got it down there inside the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Nittany Lions have first and 10 here.
Well, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Touchdown, Penn State. This quarterback on fire today. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he get there on the ground? The Vols are looking to keep this drive going.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Here comes a handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Trying to find room. It's Selden. Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a first and 10. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, but where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.